Hi everybody, Dr. Susan here. So here we are with case study number 2. So if you didn't see the first video, I decided what I wanted to do was I wanted to go over some of the cases that I find information out or health root causes when we get a patient in here and get that blood work done, and I do a functional blood chemistry analysis on them. Many people wonder, what does the functional blood chemistry analysis do and do I really need it? Well, if you want to know the truth about your health, you absolutely need it. So I call this like the crystal ball into your future health. It's not a diagnostic tool, we're not diagnosing anything, but we can see what's going on in the body so that we can help it and change it before it actually becomes a diagnosis and requiring medications. So last week I had a bunch of functional blood chemistry analysis to do, and I took 3 or 4 of them and I made case studies out of them. I'm going to be doing that actually probably once a week. I'm going to do a 3rd one, but I'm going to save. I have a bunch more this week. So every week I find it intriguing. I just love to do this. I've been doing this for many years, since I guess about 2013. And that's how I uncovered the problems in my health and the root causes. And it was no more guesswork. And that was the biggest thing when I was sick. You know, I would be put on these protocols or supplement programs by my functional doctor, and I would always ask myself, well, how do you know it's getting better? How do I know it's gone? How do I know I still need to take all these supplements? I always had all these questions, and the functional blood chemistry analysis kind of resolved that for me. So it gives you a crystal ball view of your health if you don't change anything. It also helps me look for root causes, but also to address things in a functional hierarchy of healing. So you have to heal things in a certain order in the body for them to be healed permanently. For example, if you have adrenal fatigue and you have gut issues and you ignore the gut issues and take the supplement to try to help the adrenal fatigue, well, something wrong with the gut or gut disruption or gut pathogen or a gut issue is going to constantly perpetuate the adrenal glands to fatigue them. So that supplement you're taking is not going to do anything because you're constantly stressing the adrenal glands by having the gut issues. So I hope that makes sense, but that's what the functional hierarchy of healing is, to heal things in order so that you can heal permanently. And that's what I did for myself. I do for many people all over the country. So we did a talk a couple weeks ago. I think I said that. We're doing another talk Thursday. I think it's the 18th. It's Thursday night though at 7 p.m. It's a Zoom call, so you can do it from the comfort of your own home. And you can call us to get that link, or it'll be on our Facebook page. You can grab it there. But we're definitely going to talk about the functional blood chemistry analysis because the topic is thyroid and autoimmunity. And I don't know how you can even address thyroid or autoimmunity without doing this analysis and getting those biomarkers. But usually what happens in the medical world is, this is about a 35-year-old male patient, suspected thyroid issues. So I did a thyroid panel on him in addition to my regular panel of blood work. So we could see the autoimmunity in his body. We right away saw the autoimmune thyroid, the antibodies forming. But the thing is, if he would have went to the medical doctor and told the medical doctor, I have a suspicion that my thyroid is not well, they would do the TSH. That's all they would do, the biomarker TSH, which is the gold standard in the medical world. And if that came back in range, but now let me explain this to you. I just told somebody on the phone about this because the medical range for TSH is, or was, I should say, it was 0.40 to 4.50, a huge range. So for you to fall out of it, thyroid had to be really sick. But they changed it. So now it's I think it's 0.20 to 5.3. So the range got even bigger because they can't figure out thyroids anymore in the medical world, because what's happening is so many people are coming with autoimmune thyroid issues. So I guess they changed the range. That's my guess. I don't know. I mean, it does make sense to me. So that more people fall within range. So this way the doctor can say, everything's normal here. Nothing to see here. But meanwhile, the patient is very upset because they don't feel well. They're trying to get help, but they're told nothing's wrong. I just had another patient the other day that went through the same thing with thyroid, and they actually, their solution was to put her on an antidepressant. And I just looked at her like, oh my gosh, like that's terrible. You know what I mean? So they're not, everybody has a pretty good instinct about their body, especially, and I say women, but it's not true because this is a male patient and he had the instinct that his thyroid was not working. He had a lot of things in his body. His testosterone was low. He had some gut issues. He had some weight he couldn't lose. So he had a lot of things, you know, coming up on 35 that he couldn't resolve any longer easily. So he wanted me to do his blood analysis so I could find out what his root causes were. So his number one root cause was the autoimmune thyroid. Now, back to the medical world, if he would have went there and they would have said, okay, fine, we'll check your thyroid. Their only answer for thyroid is they will give you Synthroid or a drug like that. So a chemical form of T4. So this T4, this T3, this reverse T3. Then you have the antibodies, and you have, you know, free T3 and free T4 and total T4 and total T3. So it's very important that you get a whole panel. Don't just get TSH. So that does not tell them anything. So if the TSH is low or high or it's out of range, they give the same solution. It's Synthroid or a medicine that's T4. It's not that your body's lacking T4. You may feel better initially, but it'll only last a little bit of time. So your body will soak it up and initially feel better, but then those root causes will overcome and just squash the whole thing. You'll actually feel worse. What was happening for this gentleman, he was autoimmune thyroid, so his body was attacking itself. It was attacking his thyroid. So that's what his cause was. That was his root cause. It wasn't the need for medication. It wasn't the need for more T4. It was that he had autoimmunity. So, like it says, unless you find the root cause, you can't heal the issue. Once you heal the issue, the symptoms go away. The body will heal itself. Anyone who knows me knows I believe that. If you remove the interferences, the body will heal itself definitely. Like, there's no question in my mind about that. All right, so some of the other things that he had, sorry, I was just reading, that was like kind of a long paragraph there. But he had insulin resistance that was causing his weight gain. So like I said, one of his symptoms was that he had some weight he couldn't lose. He was developing insulin resistance, which is the precursor to type 2 diabetes. So with this autoimmune thyroid, there was a root cause that autoimmune thyroid. What that was leaky gut. Leaky gut will always lead to autoimmunity. And we were just talking about this today too, to another patient that, you know, so many things have become like a buzzword in today's world. Leaky gut, detox, they're buzzwords now. So people just don't take them seriously. But let me tell you, detoxification is absolutely necessary. And in March, we're going to be talking about, talk about detoxification. It's going to be a great talk. I definitely tell you to jump on that one, because the doctors of the 1900s or 1920, which you'll often hear me talk about, because they really truly knew the body and the physiology before the pharmaceutical world came in, they always talked about drainage. So it was like absorption, assimilation, drainage. You had to have these downstream detox pathways open for the body to drain out toxins. Our body, our cells make metabolic waste every single day, and you have to get that waste out of your body. But if you block up those detox pathways, which happens all the time in today's world, you will have sickness ensue because your body doesn't want those toxins in there, and it'll compromise your immune health. It'll compromise so many things, your gut, your neurotransmitter production. I mean, it's endless. Adrenal fatigue, all the things you hear about. But the underlying root cause is you need detoxification. So that's something we do deal with here in the office all the time. So we do the functional biochemistry analysis. We do the health history to get the strong story of what's going on in the body. But then we do a neurotoxic questionnaire on people. So that neurotoxic questionnaire should not score above 25. We have people in 200 numbers. It's like insane, like the amount of toxicity and the symptoms they cause. Toxicity will also cause inflammation in the body. So you hear another buzzword all the time, inflammation. But inflammation it causes 7 out of the 10 leading causes of death in America. So it's a serious health concern, inflammation. It's not something to be poo-pooed, like talking about detox, leaky gut, inflammation, adrenal fatigue. Like, these are all topics that you'll hear like buzzwords, but there's serious health implications. You have to know what that's causing in your health and in your body. So when you do the functional biochemistry analysis, you get all these answers, which is amazing because you don't have to do 7 different tests to find out if you have it or not. So definitely, if you're interested in getting this done, definitely jump on one of our talks or our calls. Definitely call our office. Just tell them that you saw one of the videos, and we will get you set up. It's an inexpensive test comparatively to the other functional tests out there, and it can be easily retested. So it's an amazing, amazing, amazing tool. I'm so thankful that I found it in 2013 and I restored my health. I probably couldn't have restored my health without it because I would have been chasing my tail constantly and listening or jumping from functional doctor to functional doctor to functional doctor, trying to get my answers answered. So this is the way they were all answered through this. So I just love it. It's what we do here. And if you want more information about it, please look at our other videos. There's a lot of information on this YouTube channel. Join our Facebook page at Dr. Susan Monias. Subscribe to this channel. I'm going to be doing thyroid videos next week. So if you want more information about thyroid, definitely subscribe to this channel so you can hear them. And reach out to us because we're here. We love to help you. I absolutely love what I do. And I always look forward to doing more of it. All right. Have a good day.